yo, what up? What up, y'all? What up, though? Welcome. My name is Derek. About to hop on the dialer. If you're new, I'd appreciate a like, comment, subscribe, anything like that. Much appreciated. If you caught the last one, which I ended maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, turns out my number was popping up as spam, and I only realized it once somebody told me. And it was actually somebody who I'm going to end up following up with. So that was interesting. And I had tested my number right before I started dialing too. And I had only dialed like 30, 40 properties before it started popping up as spam. So I got that number from Mojo Dialer. That's the dialer I use. Excuse me. That's the dialer I use. And they have the option of paying, it's $5 a month for just a caller ID so that number pops up when you're dialing. So that's what I use when I dial, cold call. And then I have a Google Voice number that I kind of use as my quote unquote cell phone. And I do that because I'm in a virtual market and I want the area code to match the market that I'm in. So I just need to get, I had that Mojo caller ID for exactly 2 weeks. As of today, it was 2 weeks. So I've been ramping up the numbers, the time on the dialer myself. So I kind of, going into this month was under the assumption that I was going to need to recycle these numbers. I just didn't know how often. But now that it's been 2 weeks, I'll kind of use that as a benchmark. And instead of waiting to get like a low contact rate and, testing constantly the number to make sure it's not popping up as spam, from now moving forward, I'm just going to keep the 2 week mark as the benchmark to get a new number. So I'll factor in $10 for, $5 a number, 2 numbers each month for now. And then if something like that happens again, then I'll increase it to weekly. But as of right now, every 2 weeks is cool. I'm going to go ahead, hop back on the dialer. Damn, now I don't know which one it was. This one. Hop back on the dialer and call that same list that I was just calling. It's a fresh list. I was getting a decent I didn't get a decent contact rate, but it was now that I learned my number was popping up as spam. It was pretty decent actually. I was at like a 5% contact rate. So now that I got a new number, gonna hit this new fresh list and hoping for a solid contact rate. I'm only gonna dial for like 15 minutes right now, and then I gotta give my the tenant,
using your touchtone phone, please,
or rather, I don't know what to call her. She's either the tenant or the seller's daughter, but she's technically both. And I got to give her a wake-up call right now because she works a graveyard shift, and she texted me super early this morning saying that she got called into work last night, and she's afraid she wasn't going to be able to wait.
Please leave your message for.
She was afraid she wasn't going to be able to wake up in time, so she asked that I give her a call before my guy gets out there. And my guy is going to get out there in a little over an hour. So in about 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to give her a call, a little wake-up call. That he's on his way and that his name is Carlos. I actually don't know this guy, Carlos. I'm JVing with a guy who I've been communicating with for months now, who we've been trying to get something going on some type of a deal here for a while. It's pretty much every agreement that I get, I'm bringing it to him, trying to dispo. But so it's his guy, not mine. We were trying to get my partner, his name is Nick. We were trying to get Nick out there so that he can actually have that conversation because he knows what he's doing. But he was unable to get out there. So he has a couple of people who do this for him on his behalf out there. So this guy, his name's Carlos. It sounds like he knows the drill. He's gone out.
Please leave your message.
He's gone out and taken pictures before and all that. So
559.
God, I hate that it gets caught up like that. Now I missed the pickup. But yeah, what's going on here? I don't like it when it rings like that. Yeah, I find that if it rings like that, it's almost always a bad number, or like a work number, office line, something like that. And I haven't talked to this Carlos guy. I'm really just placing my trust in my partner that he's not gonna.
Please leave your message for 83.
He's not gonna screw the pooch on this one and say something he shouldn't, or not have the answers to something that he should. Really, the only thing that I'm concerned about is that me and him have never spoken. So she's gonna be like, "Oh, so you work with Derek?" And he's gonna be like, "Who?" Hello? But that's all, really. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about is that she starts, but I'm not even gonna think about it because that's me painting a huge, really negative picture and jumping to conclusions like crazy, assuming the worst. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do is start to paint a picture of the place being in much better condition than what has been described. I want the pictures to come back in pristine condition. That's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining that she exaggerated and that it's really not that bad. Hi, Gloria. I'm so sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here.
Okay.
So if you're watching this, keep your fingers crossed for me. Say a little prayer. And I'll obviously keep you updated on this. Probably hop back on tomorrow and kind of run down, what the pictures were looking like, how the meeting went, and how I plan to put together a property profile and market it to start to attract some buyers and start fielding some offers. I'll, in all honesty, probably shift gears to that like almost fully, so that I can get it assigned before the end of our due diligence. Our due diligence ends the 27th. Today's the 21st. We won't get the pictures till later tonight, so we won't start marketing until tomorrow at least, the earliest. So that'll leave us 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 days. I don't want to obviously go to the last day of the inspection period. So if we can find a buyer within the next 5 days,
sorry, but the person you
that'd be
called.
ideal. And that's why I say I'll pretty much be shifting gears. I want to.
Call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Want to hop on a little bit here and there, like I'm doing right now, to just keep the contacts going. Granted, it may not be like a 20, 30 contact day like I did last week, but I have fresh data. I want to hop on for a couple hours, here and there over the next 5 days. But my main focus will be disposition. Trying to get a buyer to get that agreement assigned to. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Julio?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm sorry. Julio?
This is Matthew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for the owner of a property on Sweetbriar Street. Do I have the right number?
Yeah, that's my uncle, but I don't think it's for sale.
Oh, okay. Completely understand. Well, appreciate you taking the call.
All right.
Yeah, I'm shifting gears. I view this as my full time job, but um, I still got to work to pay the bills. I have the freedom of schedule to the point where I can, I work gig in the gig economy. Um,
Por favor, deje su mensaje para
to where I can kind of make my own schedule. So I work like nights. I don't. Hello. I don't. I don't. I've been specifically not working Wednesdays so that I can get all my chores done, like the laundry, and I'm gonna go grocery shopping in a minute here after I call this lady. Um, that way I can just kind of take a day and
please leave your message for
take a day, get all that done, so that it's not like hanging over my head the other days of the week where I can really focus on real estate. But I was gonna say, I'm viewing this and treating this as my full time job, but I'm only able to put. Hello. I'm still only able to put so many hours into it. So I do, unfortunately, me being kind of a one man show right now, have to split my time. And I want to, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, but I don't want to neglect the fact that I have an agreement in place. And I also want to do my part in finding a buyer. Although I've found this JV partner who seems to have, oh my gosh, have a lot of connections and whatnot in hedge funds, I still want to do my part. I don't want to just pass it off to him just in case, right? Who's to say I can't find somebody who's willing to pay more than these hedge funds? And I think I would be able to if I put in
there's a
the
voicemail
effort.
box that has not been set up yet.
Did it freeze up?
If so, please call again later.
Seems like my connection is a bit poor. Sometimes it'll lag like that. Like you heard, that was the tail end of the voicemail. I didn't hear any of the beginning of it before it connected.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system 832888807.
And then like that, it will.
Is not
I can tell when the connection's poor when I click the call result and it takes like 5, 6, 7 seconds to actually drop the call. There's just a bit of a lag, which makes a big difference when somebody picks up and says hello and then I don't say something right away, which seems to be happening, I would imagine, because a lot of people are picking up and then hanging up before I even say anything, or as I'm saying hello. Maybe I should just be a little quicker about that, as like kind of a just in case. As in just in case they've already said hello. All right, let's see if I can squeeze one more contact out in the next few minutes here. Or on these next 3 properties at least. And then I was going to call that woman just in the same dialing session, but for the sake of content, go ahead and start a new live stream so that I can compile everything related to that one deal in like a specific playlist. That's what my goal is. I have the playlist already. If you go to check out the channel, it's under the playlist first deal, I think is what I called it. So you can go and see there and kind of like watch the progression of all of the phone calls I'm having with the seller and the tenant / daughter. My goal in the whole channel was to be able to document something like that from a cold call.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there is not enough space.
Unfortunately, I missed the cold call and I just wasn't thinking when I got the seller to agree. So I missed like the most important part, but I explained how I went about having that conversation in the videos. So just ended that dialing session. I'm going to go ahead, end this one, start a new one, and give this woman a call to wake her up. See you there if you tune in. Peace.